Hi, I'm Alec. I'm a rising sophomore at Homestead High School, and during my time at Blue Stamp, I made a Minty Boost battery charger for my starter project and a CNC plotter for my main project. A Minty Boost battery charger is a device that uses two AA batteries to charge any device connected to its USB port. A lot of soldering was involved while making the Minty Boost, and that really helped in making my main project, which is the CNC plotter. The CNC plotter is a device that that moves a pen and a paper along an X and Y axis to draw an image on the paper it's moving. I chose to make this CNC plotter because I thought it would be a good mix of physical construction, as in like making the wood and mounting everything to it, and coding. I also have a video of it in action. So as you can see, the pen and the paper move along the rails to form like an X and Y axis, and that allows the pen to move in different positions on the paper to draw certain lines to make different pictures. The pen and the paper move along these rails with the help of a motor, which I've attached wires to, and these wires connect to a microcontroller, which allows for code to be uploaded from a computer for images to be drawn. I encountered a lot of problems while making this project, mainly involving getting the motors to run and to move the pen and the paper up and down. I actually broke both motors on both the top and the bottom 2 separate times. Okay, so on the bottom motor, while I was soldering it, one of the wires fell out, and so I had to resolder that. And then once it was finished, it started working again, and then another wire fell out. So I had to resolder that, and on my second time resoldering, a part on the motor broke, and so I couldn't solder anything to that, so I had to just replace the part entirely. And then for the top motor, while drilling holes in the rail to mount it to the wood, I actually bent this part of the motor against the table, and this part is very important. It allows the pen to move, and so I couldn't fix that, so I just had to replace it entirely. Another problem I encountered was getting the pen to move up and down, which I still haven't done. So you can't write words or draw a picture without taking your hand off the paper, and that's exactly the same with the CNC plotter. So right now I can only draw simple images that don't require you to lift the pen off the paper, but having the pen being able to move up and down would allow it to draw more complex images and letters and stuff like that. That would be my ideal modification to add to this. So overall, my experience at Blue Stamp was great. I met a lot of new people, had a lot of fun experiences, and I learned a lot about engineering and what it took to be an engineer. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
How do you give it the information about what to draw?
Oh, I can connect it to a computer. I can connect the microcontroller to a computer, and I can upload code from there.
So what I mean is like code. How, can we draw a circle versus a square? How do you?
Oh yeah. So there's this type of code called G code, which is a set of X, Y, and Z coordinates, and it tells the pen and it tells the motors to move the pen and the paper to these X, Y coordinates to draw the image.
What type of motors do you use, and where did you get them from?
So the types of motor I'm using are stepper motors, and I took them out of DVD drives.
Can you use it to write like your signature, so when you're famous, you can just?
I guess. It's pretty unreliable.
So each one will be unique.
That's resale value.
So besides parts breaking, what else did you find most challenging about this project?
Something I found challenging was the drilling, because I never really used a drill in any capacity before. So I had to learn how to do that here, and to attach the rails to the wood. I had to drill holes in it, and to actually attach the wood together, I also drilled it together. And so that was definitely new for me, and I did mess up a few times and strip a few screws. Yeah.
Do you have to have a wire when you upload when you're telling it what to draw, or can it be like wireless or like a network?
I can add a Bluetooth module to the microcontroller to allow the computer to connect wirelessly to it in that G code.